Hello everyone, you're probably failing with cold email right now because you don't have a landing page, so I'm going to teach you how to build a landing page in 5 minutes. If you don't have a landing page that all your domains redirect to for your cold email outreach, then no one's going to know what you sell, who your offer is for, what you do, nothing, right? I'm going to show you exactly how to build when people overcomplicate it and they spend like days or hours building a VSL a landing page, and all it takes is really maybe 5 to 10 minutes, a maximum of 30 minutes. You can also have it done for you, a person do it on Fiverr very, very quickly. So I'm going to show you an example of a landing page number 1, and then number 2, I'm going to build a landing page right in front of you using Go High Level in 5 minutes, literally. And I'm going to show you exactly what's sufficient enough to work for cold email outreach. So quickly, I want to show you an example of a mastermind that I'm in right now, Ben Bader. He has the Artisan Lab. It's basically an info product sort of thing, right? Consultancy, etc. Right? So I invested in his mastermind, and you could see, all he really has is a logo up top. He has the headline of his business. He has a VSL here that's pretty awesome. And then he has a apply now button. And then he has a clear who this is for, apply now. And that's it, right? Very, very easy. And then when you click apply now, you actually go into his lead form and you answer a bunch of questions, and then you book in a call if you're qualified, basically. This is all you really need for a landing page. So we're going to do our best to, create this landing page literally like a carbon copy. I mean, not like a literal carbon copy, but 70-80% of the anatomy is going to be the same, right? Well, actually really 100% of the anatomy is going to be the same. And it's just the coloring that might be off and stuff like that, because obviously you want to make it unique to your brand. So let's build a landing page in 5 minutes using Go High Level. You're going to click new funnel. You're going to go start from with templates. You're going to click continue. And then you're going to just type it in the search bar funnel here. And then you're just going to get an elementary smart funnel, something very simple. You don't want to overcomplicate it. And then you're going to click continue, and that's it. You already have like 80% of it done. You're just filling in holes at this moment right now after this. So now you can see right here, it has the anatomy of Ben's, whole landing page. You could see the logo is up there. You have the headline, you have the subheader, right? And then you have the watch the video below. You have a VSL placement right here. You also have the button. This stuff we can delete, but we're just going to literally create the offer and everything like that right in front of you right now. So the first thing that we need is obviously a logo, right? Again, you can use an AI generator for a logo. It's not a big deal. You don't need to make it some crazy genius thing like a Nike logo that, they probably paid millions of dollars for. We just need something simple, right? But we're trying to get to 10 or 20K a month, 30, 40, 50K a month. After that, you can restructure and do things how you want to, but we just want to have a really good offer, right? And I also have a link in the description below, part of my free cold email crash course. You could just go through the whole doc. There's no opt-in required. And I go through how to write, copy and stuff like that. But alongside that, I give you videos on offer creation, how to restructure your offer, and it's based off of Alex Hormozi's value equation: dream outcome, perceived likelihood of achievement, time delay, effort, and sacrifice, right? So we want to make sure that we get the dream outcome of the client. We want to make sure that they feel that they're going to get the results based on what you provide. We obviously want to make it in the shortest amount of time as possible, and we don't want them to do much on their end. Boom, I just created my headline. So this is going to be the dream outcome is 4+ sales calls every 7 days. So that time delay there, right? We're going to get them results in 7 days. The dream outcome is sales calls, 4+ sales calls every 7 days with an untapped organic acquisition method on a 100% pay per call model, right? So that's pretty good right there, right? I mean, you don't really need much. We want to make this super big so people can see that, and that's going to be like your offer. And we're going to put 4+ sales calls in bold, and then we're going to have 7 days in bold. So, they know that we're really about business. And then we're going to have a 100% pay per call model highlighted as well. So now we want to add a sub headline. Basically what this part is supposed to do is kind of frame your offer in a way like, well, we could do these things without this effort and sacrifice on your end, or stuff that you've been pitched before, right? So let me fill that in real quick. So boom, we will book you 4+ sales calls every 7 days with an untapped organic acquisition method on a 100% pay per call model. There are no setup fees, paid ads, or expensive agency retainers. This is all things that people hate, right? So, and I'm actually giving you basically an offer that you can use in your own business if you're, doing lead gen using cold email for other people, right? It's a pretty awesome way of framing your offer, right? We'll book you 4+ sales calls every 7 days, every week, right? With an untapped organic acquisition method. So you leave that as a question mark, because sometimes people hate cold email because they think it's spam or whatever, right? And then it's a 100% pay per call model. So they're only paying on a pay per call model There's no upfront fees, right? And now the way that you can actually get a setup fee, right, is by saying, hey, do you want to pay for 10 appointments up front, 50 appointments, or 15 appointments up front, or 30 appointments up front, right? And then you can actually say, well, you're not really paying for a setup, you're just paying for the amount of appointments, and it's a pay-per-call model, right? So there are no setup fees, paid ads, or expensive agency retainers. That's basically the offer. Now I have a YouTube video basically that I'm going to put right here as my my VSL basically, and so that's going to change the way that it looks and all that. And then this button right here, I'm just going to put more of an application style button where you actually have to apply to work with us. It's not going to be like a something where it's like, yeah, booking a call here or whatever. I mean, you could do that, but applying now kind of makes it a bit more heavy where you have the frame, and you want to make sure that you have the frame when you're selling something because you're going to be seen as the authority. So you can see right here, I just went to the text options and I'm just putting apply now. And right here, I'm going to delete all this credit card information. I'm going to delete this as well right on the bottom, right? And then I'm going to also, I'll just keep that. And that could just be where your company name goes. Again, I'm just going to make it something that's generic, okay? So you can, kind of like go based off what you want. And then for the logo, I mean, I'm just going to put in a random logo for now. So you're just going to go here, click on image, click new upload file. So I'm just going to pick this random logo here, and then I'm going to have that there, and then boom, right? Again, this, we're not trying to make this look like super good at the moment. We're just trying to show you guys kind of, sort of, I'm not here trying to design stuff. This is more so for you guys to see that it doesn't, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to do all this, right? It's pretty simple stuff. Let me actually change the color of this real quick. We're going to make this orange, for example. Sure, we'll book you 4+ sales calls every 7 days. This is good enough. So really what this is a two-step funnel. So you have your lander here. You have that apply now button, and if they leave, you obviously want to have a pop-up where you can actually collect their information. Some of them might leave, right? So you're going to go here to pop-up, click column, okay, and then you're going to click add element, and then I'm going to have a form, something that I've already created before, right? So I'm just going to go to Inframail Webby form when I held a webinar. So that's going to get their first name, email, WhatsApp, Inframail, cold email, watch party, whatever. So this is the stuff that was custom, but you can actually go and set this up in Go High Level and create a form, and it's not a difficult thing to do. I mean, I can show you really quickly, like after the fact, but this is something that we've created custom in GHL, and once you create the form, you can just add this form to your pop-up, which is pretty simple. So we're going to save that. So make sure you save it because you can lose all of your progress on the top right. And so we're going to delete all these steps because we're going to make this a call booking funnel, right? So we just want to make it so it's a two-step. They click apply now, they answer a bunch of questions, and then they book in a call, right? That's very, very simple stuff. So now we have basically the second step to it, right? The first step is the video sales page, is where we just did all that stuff, and then we're going to go over here to edit, and then we're going to open up the booking appointment page, right? Basically, so we're going to go here and we're going to just delete all this stuff. Again, you don't need to overcomplicate stuff. Book in a 15-minute discovery call below because we will diagnose your specific problems, right? And right here, pretty simple, just like that. And then all you're going to do really is you're going to delete this. You're going to add an element here. You're going to add a column. What we're going to add is a calendar. So you're just going to add a calendar here. We're going to add a 30-minute, calendar, whatever, so you can book in. And then that's pretty simple, right? They're going to book in here. You can have a questionnaire to this calendar. So right here, when I click on, a certain thing, for example, I'm going to show you really quickly as a preview. So when a customer comes on and they see this, they're going to click on 130, for example, and then they're going to have full name, WhatsApp, etc. But you can actually add questions to this and make it a custom questionnaire. So that's it. Like, you're literally done with your whole landing page. There's nothing else that you really need to add. We can add one more thing that I really liked on Ben Bader's landing page, which is the who this is for, and it makes it very clear, right? So I'm going to add that just so we have that, and I think it's a cool thing to add. So I'm here right under the apply button. I just added a column here. I'm going to add an element. I'm going to add a headline, and then I'm just going to put who this is for, right? And then I'm going to basically, you can add a background to it or something, but we're going to maybe underline this, right? And then we're just going to add, X, Y, Z, like we could just put, recruiters looking to reach out to more candidates, agencies that don't have a predictable acquisition channel, right? Yada, 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 right? So this part, pretty simple. You're just going to add, who this is for, or you could just simply put, simply put just very simple stuff like recruiters, marketing agencies, right? And then you can also put like who this is not for, and you can just put like, well, people that are making under, X amounts of money per month, who this is not for, right? And then you can put like agencies making less than 5K per month, maybe you could just put that, right? No high, businesses with no high ticket offer, right? So like just kind of like this kind of stuff is pretty simple, right? But you have to get creative here. This is going to be who you serve. I mean, it's going to be unique for every single business, but this is just to show you the simplicity of a landing page, required for something that's going to be useful for cold email, right? So in this situation, there's obviously a lot more you can add, and even below this, you can add a whole set of testimonials, right? So you can add a whole space, a whole division and stuff like that, and just create another line for like all the testimonials below. So I'm going to show you another example of, a landing page that I really like that has more stuff. So you can add who you've worked with, all this stuff. And again, you don't really need to do this when you're validating a niche, or you haven't had a customer yet, because you haven't done any of the work, right? So once you are at 4, 5, 6K per month or 10K per month, then you can change this up and make it look nice and add the companies you've worked with and the testimonials and things like that, and spend a little more time on it. Again, you don't need it to be this huge beautiful thing. Again, this is really efficient. We're trying to make things efficient, right? And I'm going to really quickly show you how to make forms and how to make calendar questionnaires that you can actually add to this landing page, like how I just did and I showed you before. So really quickly, we're going to go back here to where the funnels are. So you're going to just click sites, and then you're going to click forms, and then you can just put form builder, right? And this, you're going to have already like a bunch of forms here, but you can just add a form, start from scratch, or choose a template. And it's pretty simple, right? I'm just going to give you an example. We're just going to add a form of starting from scratch. And all you're really doing is just asking your personal questions. So for example, on the landing page, we put who this is not for, agencies doing, less than 5K per month. So I think that's what we put. Hopefully we didn't put more than, but basically you're going to add the name, email, phone number, all that stuff, but you can also add new questions, right? So we want to add new questions basically to see if people are, above 5K per month. If they're not, then we could just disqualify them and we don't even have to take the call. So yeah, pretty simple stuff here. And you can see right here, we added the full name, the WhatsApp, the email, the agency website, all that stuff. Very, very simple. I mean, you can add custom questions that's fitting for your offer, and that's basically it. So if you want to create any more, you're just going to click that like left little plus sign there, and you're going to add any more questions or whatever you choose. I mean, there could be like a bunch of different things. Like I said, it depends on what you want. So right here, I'm just going to drag one in. So like I just dragged in the checkbox one, and then here I could just literally put like, what is your current MRR? And then I'm going to have the options here of like, I could just put, 5 to 10K pretty easily. So like here, we're just going to put like, 5K MRR or less. And then you could put 5K MRR or more, or then you could put, what you need to put. So I'm not going to go deep dive into this, right? And the same thing you could do for the calendar questionnaire. Done with our page here, we're just going to do a little quick preview of it, and it's pretty simple, right? We already have the logo, we have our offer, we have what the client, we don't want them to sacrifice, what they've seen before. So we will book you 4 plus sales calls every 7 days with an untapped organic acquisition method on a 100% pay-per-call model. There are no setup fees, paid ads, or expensive agency retainers. We have our VSL apply now, and if you're interested in the actual VSL part of it, I mean, don't worry, we can actually go into it. I'm going to make another video on that, and then I also had the part here of actually I think I didn't save it or something, but basically who this is for, who this is not for, etc. And yeah, pretty simple from here. You're going to click apply now, and then you're going to go straight into the calendar, and people can book in. So that's all you need. Don't overcomplicate it. Send some more cold emails, get your landing page done in 5 to 10 minutes. Peace out.